It's the AJ and McCall show.
After the show!
All right, so I'm dealing with the two most cinematically inept people in the world.
I didn't know where you were going with
But
that.
Producer Butters, please help me. McCall is vehemently against a third movie ever being made in a movie series, even though she's seen 4.
Dude, they suck.
Doesn't bother me.
I think the third movie always sucks.
I think there's some franchises that just need to stop.
Yeah, Fast and
that's
Furious.
true.
I'm talking to you.
Well, they're not going to stop till they get into space.
Like Pirates. Probably should just be done already.
Yeah.
Fast and the Furious. That should just be done already.
Yes.
We had one of our very first angry emails came from somebody saying that we needed to get a life because we were attacking the Fast and the Furious franchise.
I forgot about that.
And somebody was so mad. They were like, "How dare you attack FTF, bro?"
Okay,
I was
let's get another email coming in. They probably should just stop doing Star Wars.
Yeah.
The latest, it's all right.
I mean, okay, if they went back through, I don't know if they've done this because I haven't watched them all. But if they went back
This is my problem with McCall. I don't know what they've done. I haven't watched any of them, but they need to stop because they suck.
Every time I've ever seen a third movie, they suck, and I will never watch another one again.
Toy Story 3 was good.
I have not seen Toy Story 3
is
or
also
4.
Amazing.
Oh, wait, I've seen Toy Story 3. I cried.
Yes.
Toy Story 4 is amazing.
I haven't seen number 4.
That's not true, McCall. What you were saying about third movies suck. Anyways,
for the most part, they suck.
So if they went through and they redid the first 3 movies,
that's never gonna happen.
Of Star Wars,
They're not gonna
then I would probably enjoy it. Maybe.
Sure, maybe.
We'll see. It's
probably enjoy it. Maybe.
Weird.
Have you seen Rogue One? Rogue One is good.
Yeah, it's okay.
Not.
Get out of here! It's super good. You're a terrible person.
Boom! I got attacked.
You're a terrible person.
Sorry.
I don't know why I stumbled in movies. Tomorrow's the IQ test, and I'm gonna lose it again.
It's gonna be a whole thing, my dude. A whole thing.
Lord of the Rings is good.
Meh.
Have you seen all 3 of them?
Yes.
No, I mean actually watch them, not smooched your way through
I just
them.
made out during
Hobbit,
them, so I don't really care.
I
got bored. I get bored, and then I'm like, well, guess we gotta make out now.
So is there 2 Hobbits?
There's 3.
There's 3 now?
There's 3. There's always been 3.
Well, I'm just saying, I watched them, I guess, as they came out.
It's been out for a minute.
I watched the first one, I think, in the theaters.
Okay, well, I'm telling you, it's been out for a minute. It's not. There's 3 now. They've been out for a minute.
What's the first one called?
The Hobbit.
I think it's what is it? This something adventure. Start of the Adventure. The second one is oh crap. Second one is the Desolation of Smaug, I think, and the third one is the Battle of the Five Armies. See, the problem with those ones is there's a whole lot going on in that series. So Peter Jackson did the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and people were mad because they were like, there's a bunch of crap you didn't include because there's a whole other war that's happening in that universe in a different part of the world. Doesn't cover it, doesn't mention it, nothing. So then when he did The Hobbit, he was like, all right, fine. So then he stretched it out into 3 movies because The Hobbit's only a book. The Lord of the Rings is a trilogy of books. And people were like, all right, you made it take too long. And so he's like, you know what? Never again. I hate all of you. I'm done.
Sorry.
I don't know if he actually said that, but that's how I
probably
feel.
did. He probably did. No, for the most part.
The Christian Bale Batman with Bane, that's the third one.
Yeah, it was good. Sorry. I don't know. I feel like once they hit 3 movies, I'm like, okay, stop. Seriously. For real. Pirates of the Caribbean came on, and I was like,
I think the 4th one sucked.
The third one sucked.
The third one did not suck.
I don't know.
That's probably one of my favorites.
I don't remember which one it is.
I'm dealing with people who are like, I haven't seen it, but it sucks. I'm dealing with someone who's like, I can't keep them straight, but they suck.
I've seen it, but yes. I feel like every time I've ever seen a third movie, I'm like, I just hate it.
Rocky 3's not bad.
Okay.
I can't win because you just if it's the movie you've seen, it sucks, and if it's a movie you haven't seen, it probably sucks. But on the off chance you admit you haven't seen it,
stop watching sucky titles.
Sorry.
Clearly, just watch more movies in general.
Nah. I got other things I could do, like nap.
What do you think of Home Alone 3?
I didn't mind Home Alone 3.
I liked it.
I thought it was all right.
Yeah.
Which one is that one? Is that the one that?
It's the first one that's not Macaulay Culkin.
Oh,
because he did the
gotcha.
first two.
Right.
It's the I was gonna say the little kid, but
Yeah.
Surprise! They're all little kids.
well, I think he's younger than the first one.
Yeah.
He has a bird. Scarlett Johansson's in that movie.
That's right.
She's the sister.
Yeah.
We love her.
Yeah.
She's
I
the
live for
sister.
Scarlett Johansson. I live and die for Scarlett Johansson. True.
Apparently not that movie.
No, that one
Man,
was okay.
You should never stumble into like the Marvel series. Then they're like 22 movies deep.
I know, dude. I'm trying to get caught up with everything.
They're
Exhausting.
good movies.
Okay. It's exhausting. I gotta wait for them to come up because I'm not gonna pay for them. So then I gotta sit there and be like, okay, when's it gonna be free to me? Okay, just kidding. It went over to Disney Plus. Guess I'm never watching it.
Or you could just sign up for a month free trial.
Stupid.
and
Not gonna
just watch 'em
happen.
all.
No, I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
There's no winning. This is a lose-lose. This is like arguing with an irrational person. It's just gonna make me mad because they just don't know
Might as
any
well just
better.
argue with the wall.
Yeah, basically, because I don't know any better.
Okay, producer Butters, we gotta chat because I'm sad.
About.
I'm sad. I'm sad. I'm sad. In the venue's closing.
Mm-hmm.
They're gone.
Yes.
Donezo.
Yep.
Done did get sold for demo in Salt Lake. What was the other one? What was the other side? Club Sound? Is that what it was called? Because it was in the venue in Club Sound. It was originally Bricks, I think.
He's
Oh.
obviously attached to it.
Crushed it.
I just know it was in the venue and.
Oh, I was
depending
so
on-
sad.
I've been on both sides with concerts.
I saw that was my very first concert I ever saw. Fallout Boy was supposed to be there when I was like 16, which was crazy because I was gonna get tickets to it. But
In
I was like
fact-
16 and they were like, oh yeah, we're gonna be in the venue. And then I went to in the venue to watch Ingrid Michaelson and I was like, you couldn't have fit people to watch Fallout Boy in here at the age of 16. They were popular. That was like what was their second? It was like the Faux de Lis or something like that album. So like they had already come up.
Fun fact. I think when I was probably 13, 14,
Uh-huh.
Fall Out Boy was actually here at the
In-
fun part.
That's crazy. That's cool
nuts.
though. But yeah,
Nobody
I
knew who they
I don't
were.
feel like
No.
anybody does anymore because when I was, I think, a sophomore in high school, so about the same age,
Yeah.
Plain White Tees performed in our mall.
yeah, just totally
Well, it was
random
before
crap.
They were like even popular.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that was like the summer. They performed like the beginning of the summer, and then Hey There Delilah went.
You know, and that was the really interesting thing, the way that like concept of gaining fame now has changed because you don't really have to do public appearances. It's almost like you
No.
don't do public appearances
And
until
tours are just where they make their money.
Yeah, you don't do public appearances until you start actually gaining attention, thanks to like TikTok and like other social platforms. People use the music and then you start gaining attention and then you end up getting an opportunity to perform live.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like people aren't gigging to get
no,
attention
thinking
anymore.
about it now, like there's no way. There's no way that anybody would do that.
I mean, sure, they gig to get a little bit of attention or something. You know, you open up for a different artist or something along those lines to get a little
They're
bit
gonna
of
be like
attention.
more
but-
traditional shows.
right.
Like
it's
nobody's gonna go
not-
perform at the Lafayette, Indiana Mall again.
Yeah, and they're going to be like,
Never
oh,
gonna
yeah,
happen.
let's go check that out. Like, we're not going to go hang out over at XYZ place to sit and watch people, like,
that's
gig.
crazy.
It's ridiculous. It's really crazy to think about. But, yeah, I was sad because I found that news last night. I mean, it smelled like pee, but it was a good club place nonetheless, I guess.
Oh man,
It's so sad. I'm sad that you didn't get to experience it, AJ.
yeah, I never went.
It's a little vibe place.
It is. I love it. I
it
like the
was-
smaller venues better than
You,
the
It
big
was
you conveyed it to me
so-
how much you just right here.
It was such a little, like, just an intimate little venue. Like, I loved it. So now they're going to be building, quote unquote, affordable housing, which is interesting because, like, the placement of in the venue. Do you know, like, positioning wise, like, at all where it is in Salt Lake?
It makes sense
Yeah.
to me why they would do it.
Oh yeah, totally. So you do know where it is then. So it's kind of interesting because that's like where a lot of the the homeless shelters right over there, isn't it?
They closed that down.
Did they close it down?
They tore
I
it
can't
down.
remember where they moved it to because they were moving it down to like Point of the Mountain or something, right?
There's 3 locations.
Because they've been
I
having
don't
all
know-
sorts of conversations about
Yeah,
that.
I don't remember all 3 locations that they changed it to.
Okay.
But I think that's part of the whole cleanup of downtown, because that was kind of scary.
It was a sketchy little area.
I walked through there
loved
once
it,
and I was
though.
like, yeah, never again.
Don't want to do that again. Yeah. Well, so the complex is right in that same little area.
It's behind the mall.
Yeah. So it's behind the mall and it's on the north side instead of the south side.
And the venue is like
it
2
was
blocks
on the
over
south
from the mall.
Yeah.
South of it.
Yeah. And so they're like basically about the same, I want to say west-wise, they're about the same layer, maybe like a block off from each other.
I'd say that.
But there have been a couple of different places. There was a little bar that I went down to with one of my friends down there that's kind of over by the complex. And like, it's just, I don't know, kind of like a little podunk area. Fun. Liked it. But I wouldn't leave my car there for a very long time.
Fair.
Fun fact, some of my friends got their car broken into.
Yep.
Oops.
Shattered the window.
Usually does down there.
It was locked. They shattered the window.
Yep.
Well, now that we've all been irrationally upset, I think we should talk about lawns.
Oh, my gosh.
What about lawns?
You hate them.
How I think they're a worthwhile investment. I
Oh
think
my
everyone
gosh.
should
They're
have
the
one.
biggest waste of money.
No, that can't be. You get all the just beautiful lushness of the grass.
No,
I
You
like
can
my
spend time with
grass.
family.
What
okay,
family?
If you go out and enjoy your lawn, then yeah, it's worth
Yeah,
it.
if you've got kids and they're like playing around and stuff,
But
soccer.
for
and
me,
yeah.
like, I have nothing outside. There's a fire pit that I
This is the
have, and I
best.
probably used it twice.
It's so great.
Okay, you have to water it,
Yeah.
and then when it grows, you got to go out and mow it, and then water it again so it doesn't die.
Well, that's the amount of work you have to put in to have something beautiful like a lush front yard.
Like a lush front yard.
Oh, it's very lush,
Yeah.
and I'm lazy, so I haven't mowed it in like a week or so.
I got to
That's
mow my lawn.
Super worth it. I
Sad
think
news.
that everyone,
The grass
matter-
is bigger than the bottle. This water bottle. It's
It's tall.
I think everyone, no matter what their family circumstances are, should definitely have a big front yard.
Do you know what I
can't
was
wait for
originally
this to
going
pop
to do?
off.
What were you going to
I was
do?
originally
Were you
going
going to zero-scape it?
I was going to put a rock garden in.
Yep, zero-scaped.
The whole thing.
Why don't you just put a pool in then?
No, pools are too much. Pools are way too much maintenance.
I mean, I'm
Pools are
lazy enough
stupid.
that I can't take care of the hot tub
Right.
through the winter.
You can't.
So
You
think I'm gonna
can't
take care
give
of
him a pool. Don't give him a pool. That's
Well, you're
ridiculous.
just
Then you
trading
got to
mowing for chlorine.
no. Then you got to drain it. Then you got to paint it. Then you got to go through and make sure that everything is sealed. It's a whole pain.
Yeah, there you go.
Then you
Do
got to
all that.
hire. You could
Winterize
hire
it.
a pool boy.
Yeah.
Blueberry
and just
Faygo.
like that, we're getting a pool
I
boy.
could also hire somebody to mow the lawn too.
Yeah,
You could do that.
Yeah.
But that's expensive.
That is
It
expensive.
makes you feel better after talking about this yesterday. My neighbor is my upstairs neighbor's responsible for the side yard we have at the triplex I live in.
right.
So last night when the sun started to go down, she went out to put the sprinkler out, and her door's by one of my windows, and I saw her, and I just without being able to stop myself went, ha ha! She has to water the lawn.
I gotta go do that.
So I'm lazy, so I went and put a sprinkler system in because I didn't want to have to deal with the
Dude,
moving the hoses. This
I love sprinkler
sucks
systems.
so bad to move hoses because
It really does.
right? You water, and then
You can't forget about it.
it's like, yeah, don't forget about it. Leave it on overnight.
Done that.
I actually
McCall.
had like a auto turn off thing on mine, so
That's nice.
I didn't have to worry about that. But it's like if you want your yard to kind of look good, then you got to technically take all the hoses back off
Uh-huh.
the lawn. But I didn't. I just left them on there. So it was like,
Because that underneath it dies.
yeah, I don't care. So I
Water
just
it,
leave
but
on
not
there,
really.
And then I'd have to go out and move all the hoses and all the sprinklers when I go mow the lawn and then put them all back. So I put a
Crushed it.
sprinkler system in. Now I don't have to worry about
So
that.
what I'm hearing is that whenever I get my first house, I should absolutely get as big a yard as possible.
I would just get a townhome. Unless you're getting a dog or kids, I wouldn't even worry about it.
Do I want a dog or kids?
Let's just go get one of those.
The way he phrased it.
You want to get a dog or you want to
which-
get kids?
Which kennel do I go
I mean,
to?
or unless you're getting both. I mean,
Nah,
Dog
pass.
and kids.
Ugh.
Nah, I'm
definite
getting a
pass.
turtle.
that's cool.
What was
think-
that?
An
Oh.
awkward
I think
turtle.
I seen a video yesterday.
You seen it.
I seen the video.
I seen the video.
I viewed a video.
I
watched a video.
Seen it.
Here we go. So, anyways, the kid's crying in the background.
Yes, because babies.
He's like, I'm sorry. And she's like, so my son got on my phone and ordered a turtle.
Oh,
and it was this little tiny turtle, right? And she's like, this thing cost $100.
Oh. Tartos.
I mean, you got to take care of it, but turtles you're going to get your money out of. Those things live forever.
Story time.
Oh, no.
So Dustin's brother had a turtle.
Right.
And they lived...
Michelangelo.
I don't remember what his name was.
Donatello.
They lived in Wyoming and, like, miserable cold. I mean, like, miserable cold. And... They were living in...
It really drove it home the second time she said it. I was doubting the
what
first
was
time.
it again?
Miserable cold. So they lived in
What's miserable cold?
They lived in a trailer while they were out there, and this turtle...
That's why.
That's miserable.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Miserable living.
It's like, I mean, you're talking negatives of like 20s down.
I didn't think it was pleasant.
Cold.
I got it. Miserable.
So, miserable cold. So anyway, he had this turtle. He left it outside in his container.
Oh, no.
And they were like, oh, crap. He's going to freeze. He's going to die. He froze like twice alive. Like,
well,
he's fine.
They're cold-blooded, right?
He's fine.
Yeah, they're
so they probably just like hibernate.
So then they went to Texas, and it is insufferably hot there.
Yes.
And they were down there, and I don't know what ended up happening to it. I think it got out, but
Fried?
No. It just disappeared one day.
Ran away.
Couldn't take both. Yeah, he's like, I'm not going back there again.
I hate this.
No.
This is the kind of temperature I'm looking for. I'm
I'll
staying
live with
here.
the alligators. It's fine with me.
Hate it. Anyway, that turtle. Those things live forever, too.
I agree.
Dude.
One of my college girlfriends had one when she moved in with me. His name was Mikey. Mikey the turtle.
It's like it's going to live longer than you will.
And Mikey was like, when we were together, Mikey was like this big. This was a shell. And
Do-
so she wanted more turtles, so then I got her one, and his name was Donatello, and he was like this big.
Do turtles, I can't remember, do turtles just like grow to occupy the space that they are living in?
I don't know.
I can't remember. Like, I feel
know.
like there are some that do, but I don't remember. I'm going to look it up now.
Not a turtle expert.
I have no idea, but we were terrified. She was terrified she couldn't put, so we had this little bowl that
No.
we kept Donnie in.
It's not true.
Okay. And we were terrified putting them together because Michelangelo was this big and Michelangelo was this big and Donatello was this big. And then we put them together, and then what would happen is because Donnie couldn't get to the heat lamp because they're turtles, right? So they love the sun. Donnie would climb on top of Michelangelo, sit on his shell so he could make sure to get the sun. Pretty funny.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
They also say goldfish grow to the environment that they live in.
That I did know.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
So, like, if you put them in an ocean, they'll get to be like this big.
So if you put them down the toilet, they're gone.
They get this big.
That's fish heaven. Stop ruining it for everybody.
How dare you? Boom, wrecked.
Wow.
Fish
Okay.
heaven sounds good, actually.
What?
What?
You want to be flushed down the sewers? Is that what you just said?
Yep. Fish heaven.
Or are you just picturing your own, like, seafood buffet?
Excuse me, I'm going to go throw up.
I'm picturing, like,
Herons? He's gonna
Producer Butter's
picture
going to run
herons.
away from home by flushing himself down the
No,
toilet.
no, I'm talking about for the fish.
Oh, fish freedom. Got it.
Sure. Whatever you say, buddy.
Crushed it.
It's been the AJ and McCall show.
After the show!